Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're discussing the Panerai Luminor Black Seal PAM 76 in titanium with hand-engraved hunter-style clamshell case cover. You can see and you can purchase this 2002 E-Series limited edition of 300 pieces on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see this hand-engraved limited edition timepiece from Panerai with special series accessories included, high-resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details. Well, if you're familiar with the Sealand for Purdy series, then you understand where this comes from. It is the iconic Panerai Luminor, cushion case, straight lugs, device protecting the crown and all, but with a special hand-applied reference to Panerai's history as a supplier of standard issue to Italian naval special forces. Now, of course, the watch has the classic Panerai Betterini case. Since 1993, squat, more square than rectangular, 44 millimeters across the broad from 9 to 3, not including the crown guard. From lug to lug, this watch is the standard, roughly 53.5 millimeters across, and in terms of thickness, the watch is a burly 18 if you include that dramatically domed hinged cover. But look, all titanium with short lugs, a cushion case, and a uniformly flat caseback. It sits lightly with no pressure points or hot spots. Because of this shape, because of this case, because of this ergonomic equation, you can wear this watch, in my estimation, on a wrist of 14.5 to 15 centimeters in circumference. Now, the strap, as per the sense of occasion implicit in the tantalizing cover, the strap is upscale. This is not the minimally treated calf skin or the rubber you're used to seeing on Panerai. It's alligator leather. It's a medium brown. It's substantial. It features a contrasting stitch and a subtle satin-finished pin buckle for easy on-the-fly adjustability. And yes, we are talking screw-fixed strap. You can easily change it out should you wish, but it's particularly well suited to the watch you see here. Now, it's relatively understated. All emphasis is placed on that dramatic hand-engraved, polished titanium cover, to the point that the lugs and the case flanks are satin finished to keep them understated, to keep them in the background. The device protecting the crown, though, maintains the watch's iconic profile. Crescent-shaped, locks with a single push, unlocks with a single pull, and offers all aspect protection to your crown and stem assembly, far more than a shouldered crown guard. Let's talk about that cover. Now, what you're looking at is the manned torpedo, the pig, the SLC, the Soloro Alanta Corsa, whatever you want to call it. It is the image that defines pioneering Italian Navy amphibious warfare, the vehicle itself being a vessel for carrying mines and depth-style charges to be placed on the underside of 1930s and 1940s warships, and of course cutting the anti-torpedo, anti-submersible netting. This is a reference to the attack on the British fleet in Alexandria Harbor during the early years of World War II by Italian Special Forces, arguably the most successful combat deployment of this warfare concept, as well as the Panerai watches of the period. Now, hand-engraved, and on the inside, hand-polished. There I am. This is a unique aesthetic for Panerai. You can see the image of the SLC. You can see an upscale Panerai dial in the style of the sandwich. That is, the numerals and the indices are shaped and placed the same way, but they're all hand-applied. And of course, you do have abundant luminescence, but it's an entirely different aesthetic with applied and polished and loomed indices on top of a matte black base, rather than having the monotone black seal that, for instance, you'll see on the PAM 292 pig dials. Here you can see it's in relief, and it's actually metallic to stand out. Just like the sub-register with constant seconds at 9 o'clock, it is the same shade of metallic gray to stand out more dramatically. The date disc, however, is monotone, so that convenient information is there, but it blends away and disappears when you don't specifically want it. Of course, the cover, uniquely hand-engraved, hinged at the top, and dictating almost every every facet of the design of this case. It does compromise water resistance to the extent that this is a 50-meter watch. It's probably still sufficient for surface bathing if you put it on a textile or a rubber strap, but this is not the deepest diving of Panerai references. Tribute to the past rather than literal instrumentation for reenacting anything you may see herein. Now, the watch being rare, one of 300 and hand-engraved, sets it apart from the vast majority of Panerai products, which are luxurious and solidly built, but not necessarily handcrafted or hand-finished. This gives you that aspect, and while some of the Sealand, Perpertia, and subsequent hand-engraved clamshell references have been somewhat tangential to Panerai's core identity, the imagery here is very much central to the story of Panerai and the allure of the early spec war special ops amphibious forces that built the name of the brand in practice. You can see and you can purchase this one of 300 hand-engraved PAM 76 Black Seal on our website.